Hey bro, so I want to start this video with a quick question that you're gonna have to ask yourself. When was the last time that you remember that you sat down and thought about one thing for 5 to 10 minutes straight? Truly ask yourself this. When was the last time that you consciously sat down and thought about one thing for 10 minutes straight? No distraction, nothing else. It's just you consciously sitting there and thinking through a problem, thinking about one thing for 10 minutes straight. Chances are you don't remember, right? Chances are that you just don't remember. Do you want to know why? It's probably because it just hasn't happened. And that is because you and I, we have one big problem. And I think it's not only you and I, right? It's the entire generation that we're living in. We have lost the capability to focus. At least we think we have lost the capability of being focused. Now, the next thing that I want you to do is think about your childhood and think about when you were playing, right? And just go back in time, like really actually think about it. Because you can remember. Of course you can remember when you were playing. I don't know if you had Lego or whatever. Doesn't really matter, but think about one specific time that you were just playing, maybe with your friends or alone. Doesn't really matter. You should remember one thing. And that would be that you have absolutely no feeling for time. You don't know how long you sat there. But let me tell you, it has probably been hours that you've sat there and played. It's probably been hours that you sat there and played because you were fully immersed into what you were doing. Back then we called this playing, right? Back then it was just you living your fantasy world, building your fantasy world, whatever you did, right? It's actually you being incredibly focused on one thing. So I would go as far as to say that we all have the capability to focus. We can all focus. It's no problem for us, right? Focusing on one thing actually comes natural to us. But social media, movies, all the distractions that we have nowadays have made it increasingly hard for us to focus because, simply put, they don't want you to focus, right? The people who produce these products, the people who manufacture this stuff, the people who are behind the apps don't want you to focus for 5 hours straight. No, they want to push out as much content in your brain as possible. Because, of course, the longer you stay on the app, the more ad revenue they create, right? That's easy. But they don't want you to be there and just consume one piece of content for 5 hours straight. They don't want you to listen to a podcast for 3 hours straight. No, they want to push out as much dirt and as much rubbish as possible so that they can feed it into you so that you just constantly click through and constantly open this video and that tab, and then you go look back on that tab, and then you, stop the video and look at another one. Why? Because you constantly create ad revenue. And all of these companies want you to do one thing, and that is create ad revenue for them. That's the only thing that they want. They just want your attention. They actually don't want you to focus. So, what has happened? From our childhood to now, we have basically been brainwashed. Not actively brainwashed because we've brought it onto ourselves, right? But we have been brainwashed in such a way that we have lost focus. It's very, very hard for us to sit down and focus for 10 minutes straight. Now, here's the thing. Thinking back to your childhood, you do remember that you were able to focus. So it's not actually lost to us. It's not lost to us. We haven't lost the ability to focus. It is just that we have forgotten how to get into that state of mind. Now, the good thing is that if you have forgotten something, you can just easily relearn it because it's there, right? You haven't lost it. You've just forgotten how to access it. That's the only thing that we have to fix. We just have to learn how to get into that state of mind again. And I mean, come on, let's face it. You don't want to be that guy who isn't focused because guess what? If you want to achieve any fucking thing in life, you're gonna have to focus. If you want to achieve anything significant in life, you are going to have to focus. Because I mean, come on, bro. You don't want to be that guy who goes to a date and can't fucking focus on the date. You don't want to be that guy who goes on a date and is so fucking distracted by everything happening around him that you can't actually have a deep conversation, that you can't hold eye contact with your date. You don't want to be that guy, right? You don't want to be that guy. You also don't want to be that guy who at work actually doesn't anything for work, right? You don't want to be that guy who sits at work and doesn't contribute to anything because you're just constantly checking your mails because you're fucking distracted. No, you want to be, I mean, come on, I can tell from you watching these videos, I can tell that you don't want to be that type of guy. Well, guess what? We're going to have to do something about it then. If we don't want to be that guy, we're going to have to learn to focus again. We're going to have to do it. And obviously, I've been talking about that a lot, right? I've been talking about meditation and journaling, and I seriously think these are probably two of the most powerful tools that you can access. But I get it, if you don't want to do it, maybe it's not for you. Maybe not yet. But here's good news. You don't have to meditate and you don't have to journal if you want to learn how to focus again. I think I found, I don't know if anyone else has done it. If so, please correct me about it. But I think I found one of the easiest ways that you can learn how to focus again. It's very easy for all of us. So try this. I want you to try this. Pick a song. Pick a song that you like. Doesn't matter what genre it is from. It doesn't matter. Just pick a song that you like. Listen to it. Close your eyes. Sit down and listen to it. Don't do anything else. Of course you're allowed to breathe, right? But don't do anything else but listening to that song until it's done. You're not going to do anything else but listen to the song until it is done, until it's played out. Do you realize what has just happened? You have just focused on one thing for 3, 4, 5 minutes straight without interruption. That's focus. That is deep focus right there. You haven't done anything else but one thing for 3 to 5 minutes. You can, of course, you don't have to choose a song, right? You can, let's say you have a book right there, right? And you haven't read it for months. Well, pick the book up. Set yourself a timer. I personally am against timers in that, but if you feel like it, do it. But you're not actually going to have to do it. So, okay, let's do this. Leave the timer away. Leave the timer away. Take the book, pick the book up, find yourself a comfortable position, and just fucking start reading. Just read. Just read the fucking book. I mean, you wanted to read it anyway, so just pick it up, find yourself a fucking comfortable position, and read the book. And you are going to be amazed by how fast time flies by when you're starting to immerse yourself into one thing. It's not hard to focus. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It's not hard to consciously sit down and do one thing for a set amount of time. It's not hard. You just have to learn how to do it again. And it's not lost to you. You can do completely different things. You can say, let's say you want to learn focusing in a different way. Go outside. Walk through nature. Sit down and just sit there for a couple of minutes. Don't look at the time. Just sit there, breathe, and immerse yourself into your surrounding and just take everything up. Look at everything and don't try to focus. And you will realize it's just gonna be a flip that is gonna be switched in you. You are gonna be focused as fuck. You're gonna notice everything that's happening around you, which is not being distracted. It's not being distracted if you're consciously doing it. Another example would be, I don't know, go to a tree, walk up to a tree, pick a leaf. Just pick a leaf and look at it for 2 minutes. Look at it for 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's actually very interesting to do that. Look at it, hold it into the sun and just look at how it changes and how it feels. And it's not hard. That's the only point that I'm trying to make. You don't have to do magic. You don't have to do any magic tricks if you want to focus. You just have to focus. It's fucking easy. It's there already. You don't have to do anything. It's focusing comes so natural to us. We have just forgotten that it does. And that's all I'm trying to tell you here, is that pick a habit. Pick something that you like to do and do it consistently, right? Choose one focusing practice. Let's say you're listening to your song. Well, listen to that song every single day. You don't have to listen to one song every single day, right? You can choose different songs, but do it consistently. And then gradually increase the time that you're doing it. And again, you will be amazed by how fast you are going to reach an hour of strict, sheer focus. So again, what do I want to tell you guys? First, you haven't lost how to focus. You've just forgotten how to get into that state of mind. And second, you don't actually have to do that much in order to be focused. It's right there. It's right there. You haven't lost it. You just have to do one thing for a set amount of time and you're going to be focused. There's no doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt about it. You can focus, bro. You can. You can be focused, bro. Just fucking do it. Okay, guys. That's it. It was a quick video. I was hoping that I could make it quick. And again, of course, I hope that I made this clear to you guys. It's not hard to focus. We haven't lost it. We just need to get back into it. Sorry if I'm sweating. It's fucking warm in here. I've got 30 degrees Celsius in my room, so excuse the sweat. But again, you can focus. You just need to do it again, right? I love you, bro. See you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.